If you were teaching a course and you had African American Power Five football and men's basketball players in your class, then you were talking about the tide of the civil rights era, what they could do now. What advice would you give them? What would you be teaching them in 2023? And how would you be advising them on how to advocate for themselves?
Yeah. I taught a course at Georgia, which I was crucified every semester I taught. It was called Sport in the Black Culture, right?
Okay.
And it was this framework to look historically at the Black athlete and how sport had been used as not only a means of social mobility, but also a means of political activity, right? Political organization.
Right.
So I would sort of provide a historical context, right? And to show how athletes have, in various cases, Muhammad Ali, talk about, going back to Jesse Owen, even
Mm-hmm.
Jack Johnson, and looking at how, these individuals were political activists,
Right.
even, with Jack Johnson, this idea of fighting for self-actualization, I think that is very important, especially during that era. So I would definitely provide this historical context, right? And I would definitely, probably labor in the 60s because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the political activity around, Black athletes, we're looking at Muhammad Ali, John Carlos, Tommy Smith, and others, Wyoming Tyus, those athletes that use sport not only to gain social mobility, but also draw attention to social injustices and, specific ones in terms of some of the injustices they were experiencing on the Olympic team. But definitely talk about how they, also organize and the mechanisms they use to organize and to connect themselves